Okay, now that's very good. What we did was, you know, following your lead, we broke it down like this, right? And that reduced ended up reducing all the powers, okay? And ended up with this out in front, right? But then we noticed, well, we can still reduce the powers, okay? And we did that. We expressed a cubed as a squared times a, b to the fifth is b to the fourth times b, right? And then we did it again. Now, we could have done all that at once, okay? By recognizing, and now you'll understand why we want to do it, okay? So what you did was very good. Took more steps than necessary, but it got you there, okay? So let's just start again with the square root of a to the 7th, b to the 15th, c to the 12th, okay? Well, I'm going to write a to the 7th as just a to the 6th times a. And I'm going to write b to the 15th as b to the 14th times b. And c to the 12th, I'm just going to leave as c to the 12th. So what I did was, I factored each of the a, b, and c factors, okay, as much as possible so that I have even powers of a, b, and c, right? See, I've already got an even power. And I know, and you know very well, that if I take the square root of an even power, I'm going to get an integer power, right? Okay? So, this is working out real nicely. So I can say, okay, well, that's a square root of a to the 6th, b to the 14th, c to the 12th, times the square root of ab. Now notice I didn't break it into the square root of a to the 6th times the square root of b to the 14th times the square root of c to the 12th times the square root of a times the square root of b, but I could have. It wasn't necessary to write all those square roots. What I've now got is all these powers are even powers, so I can take the 1/2 power of every one of them and get an integer power. And it should be clear to you that the 1/2 power of this is a cubed, b to the 7th, c to the 6th, right?
Right.
And then times the square root of ab. And I've gotten the same expression that I got here, okay? But I've gotten it in only a few steps.
Yeah, so say for example, it was a to the 9th, b to the 17th, and c to the 13th. Inside there, we would have a to the 4th. You just make everything even, and then you just square root that times what's left over.
Yeah, if you had a to the 9th, you'd factor out a to the 8th.
Yeah.
And you would get a to the 4th
Yeah.
when you take the
Fine.
square root.
So it'd be a.
Well, that's what you were thinking. I just wanted to make sure
Yeah.
we said it right.
So it'd be like a to the 8th times a times, it would be at like b to the 17th. So it'd be times b to the 16th times b times c to the 12th, and then you would just square root b.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not too.
And what you want to do is you want to pull out the biggest even power you can,
Okay.
okay? And you know you've done that when you're just left with the first powers. Now, on C, we didn't have to pull anything out. C was already even. C was already raised to an even power in here.
Okay.
So there we have it.